Hello wonderful viewers, you are welcome once again to KNUST News File. My name is Peter and I'm going to take you through the various accommodation processes in KNUST. We are going to be dealing with the various 6 halls on campus. How am I supposed to select them, or how do I select the hall of my choice? How do I get the room number of my choice? We are a group of 4, we want 1 room. How do we get it? We are 2, how do we get the room? And all that concerning how we are supposed to pay the fees and all that. Alright, without wasting much time, we would like to start with that. But before that, I would like you to subscribe to this channel. Yes, click on the subscribe button and then click on the thumbs up, like the videos, share with your friends. Okay, so let's get started. So KNUST, as I said earlier, has 6 halls. So looking at this picture, what are some of the names of the buildings you see in this picture? Or just guess any name, and then I'm going to mention the names of these structures, and then you see if you are right or not. Okay, so this is actually an old picture. Okay, so as you can see, some of the structures look different as compared to recent ones. So let's start from our far left. Okay, so this green one here is Republic Hall. Yes, the Republic Hall Annex. Okay, and then this is the Goose Hostel, Hall 7. So this is Hall 7. So as I said, this is an old picture. This is the Impact building. It was still under construction when this picture was taken by Hora Ghana, right? And then this is Africa Hall, just behind it. Okay, Africa Hall is behind it. Then we come to this side. This is Unity Hall, right? Conti, popular Conti. So this is the female block and this is the male block. And all the side is what the JCRs or the TV rooms and all that. This is where they are, the libraries. They have everything here. So this is the market 1, 2, right? And then this is the SRC hostel, right? The SRC. This is the hostel. This is it. And then this is the law faculty area, right? Those who be reading law, this is where you'll be having your lectures, right? The libraries and the auditorium and all that. Then the SRC secretariat is over here, right? Then this is the mosque. So this whole place going is the chapel area or chapel link or whatever. So this is the mosque, right? And then this is the Catholic church. But before you get to the Catholic church, there's a church, Anglican church, then Presbyterian church, and then Apostolic church. In this same area, you find the newly constructed filling station, and then what? KFC, right? Then commercial area, and then the arts, the faculty of arts, they cover this area, right? So this is all that about the picture, right? So we'll delve into the various halls. Okay, so let's get started with the first hall, right? So we have Africa Hall. Africa Hall used to be an all-female hall, right? And then the names of the floors are given according to the names we have in the African continent. So as the name suggests, Africa Hall, right? So the female side and then the male side. So this is the female side. The male side is on this side. We will take a look at things in the various halls, what each hall is made up of. So each hall has what? A JCR or the junior common room, right? That's where the executives and his people, the executive body is, right? The offices and whatever that they are supposed to use in their work. That's where you find in the junior common room, right? And then we have the hall masters. Then we have the security, access control, dining hall, then basketball courts, TV rooms, and then the game centers. Then we have annexes for some of the halls, except 2. That is Africa and then Conti, or Africa and Unity Hall. These 2 halls do not have annexes. Then we have elevators in the halls. Then we have marketplaces in the halls. Then we have cadets, the cadet corps for each hall, right? And then, as I said, access control, right, with security. Okay, and then there are some things that Unity Hall and then University Hall have in common. That is Conti and CAT. They There are the two halls that are into morale, right? And there are the two halls that portray tradition, right? So it's the tradition that they are living or they are having that is portraying the moral aspect. So they gather around to do a lot of things. Okay, so as I said, so the JCRs, the junior common room, that's where the executive body, they meet with the hall masters and all that to do their things, right? And then the hall masters, every hall has a hall master, so a hall master, assistant, and then we have the secretary and the porter. We have a porter. So the porter is the one that keeps your key, right? They are in charge of your key. When you are leaving your hall or you are around, but then you want to keep your key somewhere safe, you give it to the porter. So let's say in a case where your roommates, you have 4 people and then they give you 1 key. So let's say in a case where you report on the first day, they give you the key, you can't take it home because somebody else will report, right? So you would have to leave the key at the porters, right? So when the porter, when another person comes or when your roommate comes, they have to move to the porter and what, get the key. Okay, so the porters, that's their duty, that's what they do. And then the access control and security. The access control is let me show you. This is Africa Hall. Okay, so this is the access control, right? You'll be given the student ID, but because you are first years, your student IDs will not come early. Okay, so these things will be open until they are in. So the access control, it's like an automatic door, but then you have to open it with your student ID. There's a QR code on the student ID. You swipe it over the access control smart surface, and then it picks up your data. It's a chip actually, not a QR code. There's a chip, so you swipe and then you are allowed to enter. And then there's security. So every hall has a security personnel posted, 2 or 3 posted at the entrance, morning, afternoon, evening, midnight, whatever time that you go, there's a security over there. Okay, so dining halls were provided back in the days when the student population wasn't that much, just a handful. But right now the students are many, so feeding is not being done in the halls. But then those days students were fed, right? And I heard there was a demonstration over a particular food that they used to eat, so things had to change. And then due to the rising number, so the school has to stop feeding students, right? Because the school cannot feed almost 1,000 people in the hall, right? So 4 in a room, then you multiply by the number of rooms, it's a lot. So feeding was a problem, and then it has to change. So the dining halls you see wouldn't be made for the purpose of eating, but then the churches on campus, right, they use the dining halls for their church service. So the school rents, or the hall rents the dining halls out to people to have what their activities. So the dining hall is not where you go and eat. Okay, so take that out of your mind. Don't think of food. And then basketball court, yes, where the boys play. Boys like playing basketball. So if you're a lady trying to join them, you play basketball court. And then TV rooms, right? TV rooms with game centers. TV rooms, you go there, you watch TV. Some of them go to the extent of having bars around, so you just go there. If it's a shot that you want to take, or there's something cool, you just go there and then have it, and then you watch your TV or do your thing or play your games. And then the halls have annexes, right? Annex. There are only 2 halls that do not have annex. That is Africa Hall and then Conti, right? Because they are 2-story buildings, right? So this is Katanga, right? So this is the annex of Katanga. Okay, but then look at this. Okay, so this is this Independence Hall. This is the annex of Independence Hall. As you can see, the annex are all story buildings. Okay, so they have 8 floors, 12 rooms on each floor. That's how the annex are being built. It's only Conti and Africa that do not have annexes. But then an annex is equal to a single block of Africa Hall. You get it? So Africa Hall has 8 floors and then 12 rooms on each floor. Okay, Conti also has 8 floors and then Conti also has 8 floors. 8 floors for each block. Okay, and then the rooms the same number, 12 rooms. Okay, so then the halls have elevators. Okay, yes, elevators. Well, don't be lazy. Okay, the elevators, the last time I checked, or the last time I saw a working elevator, it was Africa Hall. By then we were about vacating. Yes, Africa Hall had a working elevator, right? And then Conti, it worked for a while and then it stopped functioning. And then we have the market. Yes, market. So every hall has a market where you go and then buy your food and then you eat, or you buy the food stuffs, you go and prepare, or you print your items or documents or whatever. And then each hall has a cadet corps, right? Each hall has a cadet corps. Unity Hall has a cadet corps. Independence Hall has a cadet corps. So each cadet corps has a name, right? So the Unity Hall cadet is called the Unity Hall Army Cadet, UHAC, Unity Hall Army Cadet. And then Queen's Hall, Roy Cad, that's the Air Force Cadet, right? And then University Hall has University Hall Army Cadet. And then Africa Hall has AFCAD, it's also an Army Cadet. And then Independence Hall has the NAFCAD, that is Naval Cadet. And then Republic Hall, RepCad, that is Army Cadet. Okay, so all these 6 halls have cadets, so in terms of security and all that. But then the cadets in the schools are then they do a lot of things, and then especially during occasions you see them in their uniforms or tracksuit or whatever it is. They'll be parading around, you see them. Yes, they go for endurance on Saturday mornings. Yeah, I happened to join the RepCad when I was in first year. I went for some 1, 2, 3 endurance, and then I was occupied, so I had to yes, I had to stop doing it. But then it's a nice experience because you go around Kote, not Kote specifically, but then you move from the parade grounds, then you move through to Mango Road, then you go to Pizza Man, and then you make a turn through the Ayediasi market, the Ayediasi streets. Then you move back to you use the streets on the Ideal Way, then you get back to the administration, and then you come back to the parade grounds, then you come and do some 1 or 2 stretches, and then you go back. Okay, you talk about the how to apply for the hall of your choice and then the fees, but then let's look at the halls one after the other. Okay, so let me go back. Yes, so this is Africa Hall. So the names of the 6 halls: Africa Hall, Queen's Hall, this is beautiful. Queen's Hall, this is very, very beautiful. Republic Hall, this pay setters, then Independence Hall, and then Unity Hall, KNUST. Yes, this is the first board that was made. That was made by the then Financial Secretary of the then Financial Secretary of Unity Hall, right? He's now the current SRC Financial Secretary, right? And then Katanga, or the University Hall. This is their basketball court, so as you can see. And then the TV rooms and everything is here. Okay, so this is their dining hall, Sambra kitchen. Yes, so these are the 6 halls, and then we will take them one after the other. Okay, so we take the first hall, that is the Independence Hall, right? So as the name suggests, Independence Hall. The Independence Hall was named to commemorate Ghana's attainment of independence, right, in 1957. But then it was opened in 1959 February, right? It has the colors, should I say red and white or crimson? Kind of look like a deep sorry to say pink or something like that. Okay, so it was the first permanent hall of residence. That is the very first hall of KNUST. For the 6 halls, Independence Hall was the first to be established. So it housed both men and women at that time. Until date, it still houses men and women. So members of this hall are called Spartans, right? So those of that have watched the Spartans movies with Spartan soldiers, yes, so they are the Spartans. The hall consists of 198 rooms in the main hall. So when you talk of the main hall, let me show you. This is the annex. Okay, this is the outside of it, right? So this is the outside, the entrance, the annex. It was recently painted, so there has been some renovations in the hall, right? So the main hall, when we talk of the main halls do not include the annexes. So when you look at this structure, you realize that the annex is not part of this whole structure, right? So there is a tunnel here that leads to this place. Okay, there's a tunnel that leads to this place. So the picture was taken from this place, the annex. Okay, so the main hall, this is the main hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the TV room and everything is here. This is the dining hall of Independence Hall. The entrance is here, and then this is the west wing, right? And then the east wing, and then the bridge. Okay, so this side belongs to the females, and then this side belongs to the males, right? So that is the Independence Hall. Inside of Independence Hall, this place, there's silver something here. It's an eatery, right? You go there, you get your food, and then you go and eat. Okay, so this is the entrance of the Independence Hall. When you enter each hall, apart from Africa and Unity Hall, this is how it is structured. When you enter, there are staircases that leads to the JCRs, the top, right? So you use the staircase too. So those who be going on the first day, they'll be doing biometric registration at the top, and then so this is the inside of the hall. Polytanks. The school has put in place everything to ensure that you are safe in the hall. So water, electricity, there are generators. So water shortages, when it comes like that, there are polytanks that is what you go and then fetch your water from, right? So this is the outside of the hall at night. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes. So lights, trees, and benches for you to sit and then do your thing. So this is the main hall at night. So annex is not part, right? So the dining hall, the TV rooms, and then the east wing, the bridge, the west wing, and then the entrance, right? Okay, so that was that about Independence Hall. It was opened in 1959, right, to commemorate Ghana's independence. Yes, so a part of it, when you go, they have the big six. They have a statue behind, or should I say, yes, behind the west wing, right? They have the big six there with Kwame Nkrumah and then his partners on a wall, right? Yes, so that's that about the Independence Hall. It has annex 198 rooms on the main hall. So the annexes, right, they have the elevators. They are the ones with the elevators in the halls that are not like Africa and then Conti, because annex is a story building, 8-story building. You would have to go up to the last floor, and it's a long way to go. So students have to use the elevator, but then some of them are not working. Okay, but this is Africa Hall. Okay, Africa Hall, the hall that was meant for females only. Yes, it was recently converted to a mixed hall, but then the stature in which it was put up, it looks feminine, because when you enter some of the rooms, you still see that nature, that feminine nature in the rooms, right? Okay, so members of the halls are known as dormites, right? Yes, this is the male block. So Africa Hall, it has 8 floors, right? 12 rooms on each floor, and then the floors are named using African country names, right? Just as the name suggests, Africa is a continent, so then there's a need for them to use the African names for the floors. So this is the male block, right? So let's count the floors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So imagine being on the 8th floor and then you are late for class or something, or you are supposed to get down to fetch water because the tap is not working in the bathroom. That's trouble. So that's a long way for it to go. Yes, so that's it. And then the entrance, as you can see, right? Okay, so yes, this is behind the male block, and then you see part of the female block here. Okay, so this, it's actually closer to the MasterCard. Okay, the MasterCard, that's the Impact building. This is behind the females block at night. The University Express is here, the printing and all that. And this is the females block. Alright, so that was that about Africa Hall. Alright, the Africa Hall Cadet, AFCAD. 2-story buildings, one for the females, one for the males. Yes, I forgot to tell you, the Africa Hall is the one with the working elevators. For the female side, for the male side I didn't check, but then for the female side it was working. Right, it was working correctly. All right, so let's go to the next hall. All right, so we have the late Queen Elizabeth II's hall, or let me say Queen Elizabeth II hall. Yes, this is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. It's very nice. So it was named in honor of the late Queen of Great Britain and was officially opened in November 1959 by the Duke of Edinburgh. But then it's not the Queen that opened it, right? She later visited the hall after some time, right? When she came to Ghana, she visited the hall at that time, right? And then it houses a student population of 840, right, with 294 rooms. Okay, and then these people are called royals. Definitely they should be royals because whoever they were named after is a royal. So that's it, they are royals. There's Queens. So Queens, this is the front view. Okay, Queens is popularly known because of the markets, right? The Royal Bouret markets, RBM. Yes, they sell one of the best Kobe on campus, like Kobe, tasty Kobe. For those of you that don't know Kobe, it's curry and beans, and then some of you be delighted to have or to taste it. It's nice. Okay, so this is the front view of Queens, right? And then this is also the front view. So as you can see, the halls have this board that indicates what the names of the blocks and then the rooms. So this you can see. I don't know if you can see clearly. Let me zoom and then you see something. So this is West Wing block, Chapel Library, TV room, JCR, annex, right? Kind of have a yes, dining hall, right? Dining hall. The market is here, and then junior common room. Okay, then you come here, Porter's Lodge, right? Then East Wing block, and then you come to Bridge. Okay, then there are some shops and then saloon there. Okay, so that's it. When you enter, I'll show you how it is. I'll show you the structure. So it's just simple as that. Okay, so this is the inside of Queens. That place is very beautiful. My first time I entered there, I was like, wow, because there's a water fountain somewhere here, and then nobody passes there. It's just like, it's really nice. I think it's here. Yes, it's here. This side goes to the chapel, right? The water fountain is somewhere here. Very nice. And then you see the blue color and then the white. It makes the environment so serene and it's so nice. Yes, this is what I was waiting for. So this is the Porter's. This for all the halls, right? This is how Porter's Lodge looks like, right? So as you can see, the lady is either taking a key or submitting a key or making a report. Right? So as you can see, at the booth, you can see a security man, right? So there are TVs in the hall for advertisement. Sorry, and then so the porter, as I said earlier, porters keep your keys, anything concerning your keys, and then if you have an issue in your room, whether electrical fault or net or something or your beds, you report to the porter. You go to the porter, there are notebooks over there. You write your issue in the book and then you close it. They will come and attend to you. Okay, unlike the SHS where you would have to go to either your house prefect or your house master and go and talk plenty and then try to explain yourself. You just go here, go to the portal, write it there, and then they come to sort you out. Okay, so now, yes, this is the view of the whole hall from the bridge side. So this is what, let's go back and see something. Yes, so when you enter the hall, okay, you turn and face here. Okay, so we are facing here. We use that to name the blocks. So when you face that side, when you face here, so that means you'll be facing bridge, right? So bridge, then the west, the west block, and then the east. This side is for females, right? And then the annex, the way to the annex is here, and then this is the chapel behind this tree. The chapel, yes, it's definitely the chapel because it's no more a dining hall, right? And then it has 8 floors, right? So the same number of rooms, 8 floors, same number of rooms. Okay. So then let's keep going. Right. So this is a full view of it. This picture summarizes how the other halls, apart from Africa and then Unity Hall, look like. There are washrooms and everything, dining hall. So this is the full view of Queens. This whole lane is the east wing, right? And you come to the west wing, then this is the bridge. As you can see, the bridge joins these two, right? Okay, then the dining hall or the chapel. The market is here. There's an entry here to the market, but then you would have to go outside and enter here if it is locked. Then this is the annex. There's I think it's latest from Washroom. They have their showroom under here, right? And then this place, dry line and a summer hut for the boys to wash and hang their clothes. Okay, so now what are these structures? 1, 2, 3. So remember that in SHS, some of you, I don't know how your schools were like, but then for the school I went, the washroom it's big, and then they have chambers, as in it has been divided. So you go and then you enter one, then you wash yourself, then you come out. Yes, that is how the washrooms in the universities are. Each floor has a washroom, right? So 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 floors. Okay. 1, 2 floors. Right. So this is the washroom, right? It's not small, but then it's because of the area view. This is the washroom, right? When you are descending the stairs, you face the entrance of the washroom. Okay. And then on top of it are poly tanks that provide you with the water for your needs. Okay, so these are the washroom 1, 2, 3. So on the floor, the washrooms are 3. Floor A has 3 washrooms. Okay, so let's say from here to the end there are 13 rooms, or yes, let's say 13 rooms on the floor. Floor 1, 2, room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 3 washrooms for you to share. So for you to bath, you just look at the one that is closer to you, then what? You move. That's how it's done. They have chambers, they have the toilets inside. So you close yourself. There's privacy, so don't worry about that. Sorry. There's privacy. Okay. And then yes, this is the entrance at night. Really, really nice. Queen's Hall, or Queen Elizabeth II Hall. The Royals, right? The Royals. So their cadet is what? The Roy Cad or Air Force cadets, right? That's the Queen's Hall. Alright, that's all that about the Queen's Hall. Then we go to Republic Hall, the Mongols, the pace setters, Republic Hall. So Akoko Repo, yes, the old people say Akoko Repo. Republic Hall was named Republic Hall to commemorate Ghana's attainment of Republic status in 1960, right? The hall was officially opened in 1961, right? But then there were no females in the hall. So from 1961 to 1990, there were no females. So in 1991, the school gave the option for females to join, right? So it has an annex, right? So this is the entrance. So as you can see, this is the annex. The annexes are always the tallest. So the annex is there. So it also has 8 floors, right? And then an elevator. As I said, the annexes have elevators. Okay. Yes. So Republic Hall, yes, this is the annex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 floors. So Republic Hall, this is the inside of it. This is an old picture. So yes, this is the outside of Republic Hall at night, right? And then this is the inside of it at night. Though these are old pictures, so but the environment has changed, right? How should I say? The beauty of the environment is more than this, right? So I'll show you the lanes and then the wings and all that concerning that. So this looks like a cross or something. So this is the pathway, right? So the main entrance is here. This is site 14, right? It's one of the blocks, site 14. Okay, and then this one is Chapel Lane. This is the basketball court, right? So this is the chapel, right? This is the annex. This is the TV room, and then the basketball court, site 14, Chapel Lane, then the SRC, right? Okay, so when you want to, you see all the annexes are not attached to the hall, so there are tunnels that leads towards the annex. So in front of the annex is the Republic Hall Market. There have been some renovations, so the environment will change a bit. Okay, so Republic Hall was the home to the SRC Representative Council office, but then it has been moved, so that's why we have that SRC block here, right? Okay, Republic Hall is like a party place. And on top of a party place, for the first week when you report, you see a lot of things like entertainment, especially for the whole weeks. But then it's no more because of what happened between Cadet and Conti, right? Republic Hall can jump 247. You see, the thing is, Republic Hall, how should I say it? They have the time for entertainment, right? And then because of the vibe, the legacy of it being the hall that holds entertainment, it's been there till date and people are really enjoying it. But for the other halls, I can't really talk much, but then Republic Hall is for the best, because when it comes to entertainment, people from the other halls move to Report. Friends will come there to come and have fun and then leave, right? You would say Conti or Cat. Conti and Cat, apart from the mural, there's nothing really entertaining. Sorry to say, but then there's nothing really entertaining about these two halls. I've seen what they do. So Republic Hall is the center for entertainment. There's no doubt about that. Alright, so that's that for Republic Hall. Let's go to the next hall. Unity Hall. Winity. Winity. Yes, so Unity Hall. Yes, so as I said, this board was done by the then Financial Secretary, who is now the SRC Financial Secretary. Okay, Ohineku. Yes, Ohineku. So this is the female block of the hall, right? Unity Hall. It's very nice. So 8 floors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the elevator, what should I call it? Elevator room or something. Yes, so they have elevators, right? But then I've not seen it working. Okay, so Unity Hall, the same structure for the male side, just like Africa Hall. So Unity Hall is the largest hall on campus. Okay, it's very huge, like massively. Unlike Africa, that is very slim. Unity Hall is thick, right? So this is it. This is the male block, right? The male block. Because there are 2 blocks, this is also the female block, but then because there are 2 blocks, it's been nicknamed the Twin Towers, right? The Twin Towers. People from this hall are called the Continentals. That's why they have the short name Conti. Continental. Conti. Right, so this is the sitting place Conti. So that was when a lot of things were happening on campus. So you see the security here and there, right? But then at night you come and sit here, you enjoy the breeze. Oh, it's really nice. It's a nice place to sit, right? Yes, so you can see the place at night. No disturbances. Everything is cool over there, right? So this is the Twin Towers. Right? Let's look at the next hall. That will be the last hall, Katanga University Hall, right? So the yellows. Okay, so let's get into CAT. This is inside of CAT, the basketball court, Sambra kitchen, that is on your right, and then the TV rooms, and then the west wing, and then the east wing, then the annex. Okay, so CAT is divided into 4 parts: east wing, west wing, bridge, and then the annex. The annex and west wing is for the meals, right? This is the annex, right? If you are looking at this structure from behind, that means you are at the market. You are at the market of CAT, right? Yes. So this is a beautiful view of the inside. So this side, right? We call it what? The east, and then the bridge. So this is the east, then the bridge is here, right? And then the west wing, and then our next are what? Are for the boys, right? So the boys. For the boys side, even when you're walking on the road, you see them over there. So this is for the ladies, right? And then the TV room and everything is here. Then should I see a handball pitch, right? Okay. Yes, so this is the handball pitch. Or is it volleyball? Yeah, volleyball pitch. Okay. And then the annex. So this is it. This is the annex, and then the kitchen. Then this is where they have their moral stuff, right? Whatever things that they do concerning tradition, this is where they have them. Okay, so when you become a member of this hall, they will do some things for you. You'll be here, you'll dress in white and stuff. Okay, so this is CAT at night. Okay, and then yes, CAT at night. This is nice. This is nice. So this is it. You don't cross here. Okay, don't go there. Don't be stubborn. All right, and then don't wash on Fridays and hang your things till evening. Okay, I'm just giving you a cheat, so keep that in mind. So there's a store, and then there's shoemaker and sandals maker here, barbering shop and salon, and then the gym. Right. So this is immediately you enter there, and you are going to the middle side. This is the part. Yes, this is an overview of CAT. Right, this is an overview of CAT. And then outside CAT, you see a lot of buildings. So this whole place, Brunei, this is what we call the Brunei. So this is CAT, right? This is CAT, annex, chapel or kitchen or dining hall. Then the ladies' side, another ladies' side, then the male side. Okay, then me, when I first went to KNUST, I used to live at Bombs. I was very young then. So I had found all the halls, Africa Hall, Queens, Republic Hall, and then Independence Hall, and then Unity. They are all at one place, but then CAT has been separated, right? So initially all this place was bushy, right? There was no path there. The whole place was bushy. So you wouldn't be able to identify CAT, so you probably think it's somewhere else. But now I've been there, so I've seen a lot of things. So as I said earlier, in the Queen's side, these are the bathrooms, right? The bathrooms. They are not small, they are very big. You go and see. Okay, and then CAT, they are what called the fellows, right? So the markets. This is the market, right? Then there's a shop, and then the gym. This is the gym. The gym is here. Okay, so that was it for the various halls. Okay, then let us look at how to book the hall of our choice, or make a selection of the room of our choice. So this, as you can see, is the accommodation portal, right? Or the accommodation application stamp portal. this is going to be a very big problem for most of you, especially those of you in areas where internet is a problem. Right? You would need fast internet in this process. Okay, so welcome to the KNUST accommodation application system. As I said, you will need fast internet, and then beware of this. Most of the boys who edit this thing or edit the message here and then post it on their status, so you probably be thinking that is what is happening, but then that is false, right? So the web developers can make some changes here and then change everything to something else. Okay, and then so let's look at what is here. For Kumasi and Obuasi campus students only, private hostels are available under the supervision of the university. To book, kindly log in. Right, so here, as I said in the previous video, that is with the fees, academic fees and all that, the structure of the fees. Your student ID, you use it a lot, so don't forget about it. So this is it. You enter your student ID here and then the PIN, and then you log in. It will take you to another page, but before that, let's check out what is on our left side. So procedure for application for accommodation. Freshers must accept the offer of admission to proceed. Pay academic fees in full before applying for accommodation. So which means that you are supposed to pay your academic fees first, right? So if you haven't watched the first video concerning the fee structure, I suggest you go and watch it, and then you understand how that one is. So that one basically covers all of this. Okay, so do not pay academic and residential fees together. Make a reservation for accommodation before payment of residential fees. Right, so the reason why this is said is because when you make the reservation, you are given a reservation code, right? That is what you use in what logging in. Okay, so follow the steps below to make a reservation and select a room. Log in with your application number and PIN. Select the make a reservation button to view available accommodation. Yes, so when you make a reservation, you are given the options of the various halls, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the 6 halls. Then they tell you the number of rooms available. So let's say males, females, those ones are available. Some of the halls are going to be given to some particular programs or some students offering a particular program. So you would have to do with what you get in your portal, right? So some of you wouldn't get Unity and then University Hall, right? These 2 halls, definitely most of you will not get it because these 2 halls are reserved for engineering and then the health students. Okay, last year it happened, this year too it happened. So one time you log in and when the rooms are full, it's a problem. You go and then there's 0. Okay, I'll show you images so that you understand what I'm saying. Alright, so select accommodation from the list available. A reservation code will be generated. Log out of the system and proceed to the pay point to pay residential fees. After payment of residential fees, log into the system to select a room. So this is how it is done. This is the reservation code. So as you can see, I did mine on 30th December 2021. So you can see that yes, it's really a troublesome work because you'll be desperate to go to school, right? So this is it. This is my reservation code, and then the reservation code is what you use to make payment. Unlike the process where you use the student ID to pay your academic fees, you use the reservation code to make your payment, right? So when you make your payment and you come back to the portal, it then gives you the rooms. When you click on the particular hostel, when you click on a particular hall, it gives you the lanes or the structure. How should I say it? A design of the hall, right? And then the room numbers are on it. So you choose the room. Some of them are red, and then some of them are full. So those ones with the colors will determine. There will be a key on the side to tell you what it is. So maybe for a red, let's say red, it is full. Then green, there is still some there, and then maybe a yellow, is half full, or there are some number of people there. Okay, so now here comes the case that 4 people you want to be in one room. That means you all have to book, make payment and make your reservations early, and then you go to the portal, then you select the hall that you want. Okay, so here you enter your student's application number and then your PIN, and then you log in. But for me, I cannot log in because my time is overdue. If I try logging in, it will display an error for me. Okay, so this is the portal, right? I'll put in the link in the description. So if you want to access it and then see for yourself, you can do that. And then when the admission is in and you want to book it, or you can just copy it and put it somewhere. When the admission is in and you want to log in, you just do that. You don't have to worry yourself a lot. Okay, so let's look at the surface, the screens of what you see when you log in. Okay, so this is the portal after you've logged in, right? So you make a reservation. Okay, when you click on this, click here to make a reservation. The portal shows you this, right? Then you click on what you want. If it is, you see here, he had only 4 options, but then they were all full. So that means the programs that they allocated for Unity Hall and University Hall, he was not part. So he's a male, so that's why he's seeing this. So everything is male. There's no female, right? Okay, and then when you select the hall, they'll give you a prompt that, are you sure this is the hall you want to be? If you don't want it, you click no, and then you make a different choice. If you want it, you click here, then you proceed. So when you proceed, you go, and then what? You get the code that I showed you earlier. You get this, okay? You get this code, your name, and then the instructions that you have 24 hours to make payment. So once you select the hall, you have 24 hours to pay your fees, else it will be given to somebody else. Okay, so this is it. This is the reservation code. So this is what I used to pay the residential fee. Okay, so my residence is on Republic Hall. Okay, so but before you click to proceed, you have to accept these terms and conditions. I have read and understood the instructions, right? So when you click on it, then it takes you to the page for you to print or download the reservation code that I showed you, right? And then for those who want a hostel, you can just click here to take you to a number of hostels. Then you book the hostel of your choice. Okay, when you book the room, when you come to select the room, they'll give you some documents to print. That is what you'll be submitting on your day of reporting. That is your first day. Take note, you submit that on your first day of reporting. There are some, okay, let me show you. So that thing is called the room allocation slip. This is what it does. The room allocation slip has your name, your program, and then your hall of residence, right? And then it comes to the details of the hall: Republic Hall, Chapel Lane, first floor, 6M, right? And then the date. Okay, so this is it, right? You attach a passport pictures, right? The green background, right? The ones you took. So this is the first page, and then you come to the hall of residence. Every hall of residence will give you offenses, acts, and their corresponding penalties. So in case you do something bad, you have it to face, right? So fire extinguishers, if you play with it, you refill it 200 cedis. If there are any if they find your room being dirty and all that, they'll charge you 25 cedis. Okay. Yes, and then lock your doors and all that. If you damage the door locker, you pay some amount. You pay 60 cedis. You break louver blades, you pay 10 cedis. And then there are a lot of things, right? Those are offenses. And then what? Yes. So room inspection will be conducted by the occupants and a hall assistant before students vacate the rooms to assess the extent of damage to the above listed items. So if you cause a problem in the room, the hall management will deal with you. Yes, and then we come to the third page, that is students' declaration form. This is very important. Please make sure you sign this before that day or before you report. If not, you go and then the person that's supposed to sign for you is not around. You find yourself wanting, right? So let's go down here. That means I've accepted everything that the hall is proposing to me, or it's bringing to my attention, right? So penalties and everything, no patching, right? Unlike UG where patches are taking money and all that. Here, if they catch you, you'll be punished, right? So this the declaration form. Okay, so now those who do the law and all that, it's your language. Yeah, so you come and then what? You sign, then the date. So as you can see, student, please pay attention. Do not go and exchange the signature. So you sign, you write the date. That is for you. Then your parent or your guardian, then signed, contact, and then date. Right? This document is blah 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 blah. then you go. So when you submit it, the one who will take your form will sign here. The hall warden or the hall master, mostly you go, and then most of the lecturers are there to help you, right? They'll be the one taking the forms, right? So you have your copy, they have their copy. If a problem happens, they call you, and then what? You both read what is there, and then you get your penalty. Okay, so that is it about what the booking of the hall and all that. Okay, so good luck to everyone. Bye.